gotta highlight something kind of funky, man. So the Planet Fitness in my town, 24/7, Monday through Thursday, and then from Friday onward, they close at 9. So of course it's open overnight until Friday, and then the weekend it's 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it's 10:50 right now. This is a late lift, but if I waited until midnight, I could have lived in the Planet Fitness because they closed for just 3 hours. They just had a 3-hour gap because they close at 9 on Sunday, but they're 24-hour on Monday. Does that not seem a little? I don't know. I mean, I guess who's lifting this late on a Sunday anyway? So maybe I'm just maybe that's kind of just a soul complaint on my end, but still kind of fun. Right? But no, playing for tonight with legs, destroy hamstrings, and then play quads by feel. Decide I'm going to do a really heavy, kind of nasty one, or hold back, and that's kind of just going to be what I think I need comfortably. And by comfortably, I mean like without any pain or impingements, actually take myself to like a level of intensity lift. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of. I mean, it's coming. It's coming, man. Month 3, March, nearly over. I'm starting to see a lot of TikTok posts on Instagram Reels. You don't even know what's going to happen this summer. Just wait till they see us this summer. Just wait, summer's right around the corner. You know, talking about walking in for summer, right? Or just whatever, that sort of mentality. And I gotta tell you, those posts, as much hype as they might kind of induce, I think they're kind of they're kind of barking up the wrong tree. Because it's so short term, man. You know, like really, when you're just excited about getting locked in for summertime, you know, you're getting amped up because okay, this is a specific time when I should really work up to whatever, like New Year's, spring break, summer. Honestly, now even going into winter time, people kind of make these sort of comments like, "Oh, I'm gonna lock in winter bulk," you know, that sort of shit. But the guy who's already locked in, he doesn't need to lock in extra because it's New Year's. He doesn't need to lock in extra because spring break's right around the corner, or because summertime's right around the corner. He's already locked in. You know, the guy who's killing it doesn't have to say he's killing it, because it's almost as though to say that, you know, and to kind of put out into the universe like, dude, I'm gonna lock in for real. Like I'm seriously gonna get after it this whatever time frame. Nothing wrong with putting your goals out there, but I think in a way, it's almost like you're trying to tell yourself that you're going to do these things because kind of deep down you might not really believe it. So that's getting into kind of some funky sort of like psychology side of things. But as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of how I go about my stuff. I don't want to talk about what you're going to do. And I don't say that in terms of like posting. It's like even when I think about the things that I want to, you know, let's put a kind of motivation, the things I want to achieve, the whatever level I want to reach, it's almost as though I'm not really thinking that far ahead. You know, like I am, of course, but it's more so that I think I'm really kind of spoiled with the fact that the working out is such a long game, slow, steady, daily progressions. I think it's a pretty nice mentality that I've kind of developed for myself, where just doing the process of coming to the gym and liking it and coming back home, I mean, that's the fun part. Right? That's what I like. Anything else is just consequence of doing that. You know, so it's like instead of trying to make real massive just jumps and gains and short-term leaps, it's, you know, this one's thing. Right? I mean, we've all seen it. I'm kind of quoting myself here. I said this a couple weeks ago. If your gym has a leaky ceiling, right, maybe just one drip every couple minutes. You put a 5-gallon bucket underneath it, you know, even though it might seem minuscule, maybe just one drip an hour. Before you know it, man, that bucket's gonna be freaking full. You can say, holy crap, this thing fucking leaks. You know, they're gonna deal with this. That's actually a true story. But that's what I'm more concerned with. So, kind of the short-term hype effect of any specific time frame or whatever. I mean, I think if you could somehow quantify it, lifting hype has just all around across the world. It has surges. It has ebbs and flows, highs and lows, where really going hard in the middle. And it's either kind of influx in support or people kind of back off. And for the most part, New Year's, big boost. We've all seen it. We've all made it through it this year. Summertime, a little bit more. Usually people get a little more free time. The weather's just nicer. Honestly, people just kind of in better moods. If you're in a climate where summer really is summer, more sun, better weather, it's nice and warm, you're not cold. That's kind of a little bit of a boost there, right? Then usually fall time, especially kind of the younger demographic, you go to school, you go to college, whatever, right? I'm going to walk in this year. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm freaking a grown man in college. I can start working out. That's kind of a boost there too. But it comes and goes. We've all heard of the gym. We've all seen it. If you go to a gym long enough, you've seen the regulars, which I guess if we want to hype it up a little more, we could say the diehards, right? They've been showing up year after year after year without much incident at all. And then there's a flock. Right? They come in, you see some characters every so often, and then you never really see them again. And I feel like characters like that may potentially be relying on that kind of short-term sort of hype. And so all I'm trying to get at is if everybody is running off of this sort of short-term, just wait till I make this crazy. That's why like 3-month and like 6-month transformations are so popular, because it's like, whoa, I can completely transform my build in 3 months and 6 months. Holy crap, I'm gonna buy this guy's program. It's because it's kind of upselling what fitness is. Because if you're really locked in, you're not necessarily looking for any massive 3-month change. I mean, you might be looking for some steady progress, but to do an insane turnaround of your build in just 3 months, it's not really how it works. So let's be a little bit more on the side of the turtle, slow and steady. And in the end, he always wins. So you could take that as a folklore reference, or if you're tasteful enough to remember, take that as a Breaking Bad reference. Though I guess it didn't really end so well for that for But either way, legs, I'm almost certain that the gym is going to be dead, so I should have no trouble getting through this lift exactly as I would end up envisioning it. So what I mean by that is, you probably won't have to walk around anybody, but let's get in there. Let's start simple. Light, squeezing, seated leg curls with a hard hold at the bottom. And then just go from there. A little bit of that. One more, just like maybe 2 actually.
Then goes magic.
Yeah, a few more times. Okay. Alright. I'll do this one more. That'll be it for quads. Oh, this is a quad pump. I was really gonna go crazy for that one. Oh, that's nice. Let's go see how legs are looking. And they feel incredibly freaking swollen. That was a good leg day. Show the last one up to freaking. Show the last one up. So I just ran over here for the last set. So mind the huffing and puffing. But let's see how the legs are looking. And one telltale sign that I've had a good leg day, especially quads, hamstrings is the same thing, but just standing, no intentional flexing at all. Like my quads feel, I mean, not like rock hard, but somewhat close. So I don't expect to see too many like insane cuts or striations. That's what I mean, fully pumped. But they should look reasonably some fullness. And given nobody's in here, I don't mind dropping trowel. Right? Use your best judgment when going for the pantsless posing. But oh yeah, that's what I want to see after a leg day. A real good distinguishing width of like quad and thigh, thin down at the knee, and then beefed up with the freaking calves. Boy. Boy. Woo. Yeah, so not so round
and posable. Because when your quads are, if your legs are seriously pumped, I'm on my way. So I physically probably could have done a few more, but that would be the cost of just using a lot of glutes and lower back. Whew. Don't worry, credit where credit's due. The primary inspiration to add in to everybody else was fucking Mr. Lagrado, the beast. Whew. Now, of course, I don't need that much weight compared to him. But I'm definitely feeling solid fatigue. I think let's go finish off hamstrings with a variety of curls, really pump them up, and then get quads started. I kind of feel like leg day is 2 workouts in one. You know, there's hamstrings, comes with its own set of challenges and difficulties. And once hamstrings is done in every way, you've almost got to lock in again. Actually, you definitely do to get a good quad day. So, we're on a good fucking path. Let's keep this momentum going. If not, accelerate. Yeah, so playing here, much lighter than normal. I mean, I was doing, the machine says like 205 pounds earlier in those heavy double leg sets. Now, in single legs, that drops it by half. But I'm only doing 50 pounds on each leg. So, half of the weight, pretty much, compared to those heavier sets earlier. And the purpose of this set is not like muscular annihilation per se. What I'm really trying to do is squeeze hard, get a really good burn, and really pump out as many decent reps as possible. This isn't a set where I really care much about swing, you know? Like, when I do really heavy dumbbell curls, and I'm trying to curl like the 60s for 12 or 15 or whatever, I don't mind putting a little body on the joint and forcing that weight up, so that I can get the benefit of another good negative. Right, as the set progresses, to really kind of intensify it that way. But in sets where you're pretty controlled with the lightweight and you're mostly going for a burn, you're not going to catch me swinging, at least not too much, if I'm curling like the 20s, and I'm really trying to... Let's find the fucking Smith machine. Hope it's empty, and get ready to go fucking nuts. Oh, yeah. That's only another one I gave up. Boy, I'm at 60 right now. One more 4 plates. And then, let's move on to something else. Holy shit. So if you're curious about the rest periods, I was probably only doing a minute or 2 between those leg extensions and those RDLs and the hamstring curls. I'm taking a fucking few minutes in between these, because I need to reach a point where I've caught my breath, my heart rate is lowered to baseline for the workout, and I'm ready to do another good set. Because if I only took a minute in between that first one and this one, I probably would have got fucking 2 reps. Good rule of thumb. You gotta catch your breath completely and feel ready to do that same weight again, for at least a comparable set. Oh, yeah, fucking sit down. Oh, now we're getting real fucking light with a 4-plate set. This one might be a bit more lengthy because I'm not going to be able to catch my breath and suddenly be able to do another plate or another rep of 5 plates with 25. Oh, with 4 plates, I'll be able to stand up, get a few huffs and puffs, and probably force out a couple more. So all that's left for me to do is get hyped up to shit and throw this shit around. Oh, yeah. Oh. I think that last rep was possible. Good set, though. Oh. Let's move on to something else. I think those constituted my heavy pressing portion. Those were really good fucking sets. So now, basically with the primary fucking directive to finish off my quad pump, I'm thinking some single load leg extensions, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps style, and then immediately supersetted with bodyweight 60 squats. Honestly, probably just 2 sets, and I think my quads will be completely cooked. This is the finishing touches, you know. That initial leg extensions and split squats, that's putting the steak in the oven. It's fully cooked, it's medium rare, perfect 130 to 125 degrees. These last 2 sets are the searing, if you care about the cooking sort of reference. But let's hit this shit. Lightweight, I'm trying to squeeze hard as fuck, or hard as frick. I'm trying to work on the F-bombs. Over here. Marathon runners or swimmers or any endurance athletes talk about cartload. You know, you have a fucking ton of pasta the night before, you have a big day of energy expenditure. That's the point. They're trying to load up their fucking sugar tanks so they can run off of that the next day. Same thing with bodybuilders, except the point there is just to get bigger for like a bodybuilding show. So what happens is you diet down consistently, you're now pretty lean, you're getting dikes, you've got good pumps, maybe you're even lean enough to the point where you're getting some cool veins and some striations. That first week, those first few weeks, when you start bulking up again, you're going to stay pretty much the same level of leanness, but you will now be big and full. So it's like just fucking, honestly, I'd say it's as big of a change as having a pump, right? Like right now, for me to get this leg pump, my legs are not this on top of my rear delts, kind of my hip traps sort of thing. But what happens is a lot of people have pretty tight ankles. Me included, fuck everybody included. You know, if I try to squat just standing on the flat ground, no weight, no nothing, if I wanted to squat all the way up and kneel down, my heel is going to come off the ground. I simply cannot squat flat-footed with my body weight. My ankles are so tight. And the way that translates to a weighted squat, free-weight barbell especially, is it typically forces you to lean forward, stick your butt out, keep your shins vertical, and then the squatting movement is now been transitioned from a quad-based, quad-double pressing to lower back, glutes, posterior chain, pretty much like a fucking glorified good morning, you know? So if your main purpose is squatting for quad development, then I would not, actually no, I probably would say for the most part, squatting with a more upright torso based on how long or short your arms are. But again, you kind of have to take their advice under the pretense of like you want to work the quads. So, heel elevated, narrow, perfect. And then the Smith machine also really allows me to keep my lower back and my whole torso very upright. I no longer have to worry about balancing the weight directly above my feet. Like when I squat, I have to lean forward a bit more. I have to make sure that my center of gravity, my body included, you know, however many hundred pounds my back is pretty much right above. It usually ends up being a little bit on my toes, but definitely more on my toe and my foot. So, given that the bar isn't held up by anything else, I do have to bend forward. So that's why I've been doing a lot more incline, not incline, but Smith machine squatting is, for one thing, I get to be more upright, so that means my lower back is going to display much less, and it is safer. You know, I don't have to worry about falling sideways. I've definitely had some